Hi, today we're going to ask some questions and I'm going to answer them. No.
Nope.
I'm not asking. Today I'm going to answer some questions. I want to start off with a little bit of a disclaimer. We are going to talk about some things that are a little bit adult. These are legitimate questions and I would like to address them.
Let's ask some questions. Can you have...
Starting right off. Well, I am the disabled dad, so yes, I can. This is something, though, that is very specific to the person with the disability. So some can, some can't. I'm not obviously going to go into detail of anything like that. But yes, that is something that I can do, and it is a question I get asked. Actually, it's probably one of the most asked questions. Yeah, that's it. Which is really weird. I don't just go around. Personal. Yeah, I don't go around asking other people questions like that. But I'm glad that I'm the type of person that they feel comfortable doing that. I guess. Yeah. But yes, I can. And there are actually helpers, believe it or not, out there for couples that are both disabled, so they can. That is not something that I need to do, but yes, that is a very common question, and yes, I can.
So, how fast does that thing go?
Is this related to the last question?
No.
My wheelchair.
Yeah.
That is another question that I get all the time. My wheelchair is terrible. No offense, quickie, but this thing only goes like 3 miles an hour. But I also didn't get it to go fast. I got it because I could fold it up and throw it in the back of a trunk.
You can do that?
Yeah, there's a car that went by.
Yeah.
It's faster than my wheelchair can go. But yes, well, actually, no, I can't do it now because I have a metal plate on the bottom that I lock into my van. So I can't.
I just meant like you said you folded up and put it in the back of the car.
It's one in every family. No, I cannot fold it up, but yes, it can be folded up and placed in the back of the car. And it goes very slow, which is good because I have kids come up all the time that want to drive it and they just grab the controller because it's an electric wheelchair, and I don't go anywhere because it sucks. And it's slow. But yeah.
Safety.
But I did have one that went like 14 miles an hour. And that might not sound like a lot, but when you're strapped to it and can't move, knowing that if it stops, you're going to meet the ground to your face at like 14 miles an hour, it's scary. So yeah, some of them can go really fast.
Do you ever wish you could walk?
Yes, I do. Wow, that's I knew some of these questions, but this is actually really harder to answer now that I'm actually answering it. So yes, I do wish that I could walk. I'm not in a position in life to where it weighs on my shoulders. So if I just got up and started walking, that would be awesome. But I'm not going to sleep at night with heavy thoughts of, man, I wish I could walk. It would make my life a lot easier on many fronts, obviously. But no, I don't. It's not something that I constantly think about, but it is something that would be nice. So
that would be weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. So I'm going to insert a picture of me photoshopped on my brother's body real quick. Okay. So yeah, that's what I would look like. Well, maybe, but yeah, it's just that's a weird question. Yes, I would like to, but no, it's nothing that I sit and dwell on. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you not miss about not walking?
Stubbing my toe. Hands down, that is the worst.
Yeah.
And okay, so when I get lifted, it's usually one of two ways. I guess there could be other ways, but they would hurt really bad. But the two ways are what I call the bear hug. So someone comes and stands in front of me, puts their arms underneath my arms and lifts me up. That's really good for using the bathroom or getting lifted in and out of my wheelchair or onto the bed. And then you have the cradle, you scoop up someone, you carry them across the threshold. Yeah. And whenever someone picks me up, like with the bear hug, I'm always thinking about them stepping on my toes. And it's like, because I don't walk on my feet are very sensitive.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, whenever my shoes are off, and they have big boots on or something, and I'll step on my toes.
It's kind of terrifying.
Or they'll, like, swing me around and my toe will just get stuck on the corner of my foot peg. So it's like walking into a table and your pinky toe gets bent backwards. Same thing, except I don't have any control over it. I can't stop it. It just keeps going. But yeah, stubbing my toes, I don't miss that at all.
So what do you do when your wheelchair dies in public?
Panic. So thankfully, my wheelchair, I can just flip some knobs and then it's a regular wheelchair.
Knobs?
They're little knobs on the back. So I can flip the switches on the back. Buttons, whatever, and it just turns into a regular push wheelchair. I mean, except it's a little bit heavier.
It's quite a bit heavier.
Yeah, but it's really weird because when you're in a manual wheelchair and you're being pushed, totally normal. When your wheelchair dies and you're being pushed, it's like the push of shame. I don't even know how to describe it or why it's a thing.
And it's like the person pushing it kind of has to lean forward because it is heavier. So you have like this person walking at a slant while pushing this.
While I'm feeling full of shame.
Right, it's kind of just like awkward, more awkward than being disabled maybe.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. I tell you what's really bad though is the days that I wake up that I forget to charge. You can't see this, but I'm doing numbers with my hands. I forget to charge my wheelchair. I forget to charge my phone. My computer is dead, and I'm out of gas of my van. I've had that before. So like, literally everything that I can physically do.
Quadruple whammy.
I can't do any of that, so I'm just kind of stuck there. But yeah, whenever I'm out in public, I just have to find a brave soul that's got good glutes and can push. So that's pretty nice.
Buns and thighs.
Buns and thighs.
Do you sleep in the wheelchair? Seems like a legit question.
So this question is in honor of my friend Josh, who I have a podcast with, Man vs. Wheelchair. You can check it out in the description below. This is a question that he's gotten before, and it just kind of makes him stare at a person, which I understand it. Like, I get it. But no, I don't sleep in the wheelchair.
Where do you sleep?
I'm in your closet. I got dark really quick. No.
Really quick. I just took a turn.
I sleep in bed. There are people that do sleep in wheelchairs because of their limitations, the way that they're maybe they can't be lifted, and their wheelchair will lay flat into a bed. And it is pretty cool, but mine doesn't. Like I said, mine's lame. It doesn't do that. But no, I don't sleep in it.
Sorry.
Lame. Oh yeah, I'm punny and didn't even know it. My wheelchair is not comfy to sleep in.
Kind of surprises me that you don't.
Don't like
sleep in a wheelchair.
I don't sleep in my wheelchair. Do you?
Kind of always assumed.
Well, that's what happens when you assume.
Well, not in 8th grade, and I've never forgot it.
Okay. Well, those are a couple of the questions that we have asked and answered.
Yeah. And
there will be more. So this has been fun. We'll do this again sometime.
Think so?
Maybe. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Then YouTube can let you know when I have a new video out. Also, I want to let you know that I have a podcast with one of my best friends. It's called Man vs. Wheelchair, and you can find the link in the description below. Take care.